This is the phrase I will always live by. The best time to find a job is when you have a job. Don't wait for yearly raises, give yourself a raise. Hello YouTube, my name is Anonymous Investor, or AI, and today's no BS lesson, how to give yourself a raise on your own terms. If you found my video helpful, please like and subscribe so it gives you some motivation to continue creating content for everyone. If you don't know who I am and why I'm wearing a mask, please click here for my introduction video. Now, onto the lesson. My first job out of college, I was making $44K a year at a company, let's call Company A for privacy purposes. After the first year of busting my butt and getting the highest rating in my team, I was awarded with an 8% raise, the max allowable raise for any employee of my level. I thought to myself, how long will it be until I break 100K? And based on my math, with an 8% raise each year, it would take me about 10 years. Knowing my skills and worth, I started applying to a bunch of companies right around the time I got my year-end result. And I interviewed at several companies. I had a lot of rejections, mainly because I didn't have enough years of experience. Eventually, one company bit the bait and offered me $90,000. I took the job right away and I was like ecstatic, like words cannot even describe my emotions. After the first year, I managed to double my income, 1 year instead of 10 years. After being at the new company for another year, I repeated my process. I started applying again. Now with a much higher base salary, I can really start negotiating my worth. Again, I achieved good ratings and was on track for another promotion, a mere 5%. One company I applied to the previous year offered me $105,000 this time around, after proving myself I had enough experience. Luckily, at the same time, Company A contacted me and asked if I wanted to rejoin the project. This time it was a contract role and paid $75 an hour on W-2. Of course, I took the job without hesitation and started at the third year of my career. I was making an equivalent of $150,000. So after 2 years, I almost quadrupled my starting salary. Even today, I still continue to use this process, but I'm at the point where my level and skills are plateauing. Getting a significant raise gets increasingly harder. And no, I didn't just abandon my team in the middle of my project. I stayed until the project was nearing the end, or they were in such a shape that if I leave, they won't be greatly affected. I know not to burn my bridges. How do you think Company A asked me to come back after a year? So what is the takeaway from all this? Never sell yourself short. Find a company that values your worth. It might not work in all industries, but I guarantee you, if you are confident in your skills, someone out there is willing to pay for you. When you have a job, never settle. You should continue to apply and develop new skills. What's the worst that can happen? The new company says no, and you have nothing to lose. You still have your old job making the same amount of money. But if a company does bite and gives you an offer, you can now start negotiating your newer salary. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I have helped or urged several friends and coworkers to do the same, and the results are very promising. They are not always in tech as I am. Some are engineers, accountants, or just office workers. The formula works. However, there are some challenges. What if the new job is higher than your level of experience and you are unable to complete the work and risk getting laid off? Yes, every jump that I made, I felt the same way. Am I good enough? What if they laid me off? What I did was, I told myself, I was single, so I had nothing to lose. I took it as a challenge for self-development. By being in a tougher role and position, I am able to accelerate my learning and combine my experiences from working in so many different industries. Experience goes a long way. I can understand why, if you have a family that is dependent on you, changing jobs can be scary. But with any type of investing, there is no reward without risk. If you believe in yourself, then someone will pay for you. Don't wait until you are jobless to apply, because you'll be forced to jump at the first job that gives you an offer. Most of the time, it's a low offer. By continuing to apply, you are giving yourself options to pick and choose who you want to work for. I also understand the aspect of company loyalty. I have not burned any bridges. But let's be real. Company loyalty is a concept that large companies use to keep you underpaid. I will touch on why and how companies can afford to give you raises, pay for your sick and vacation days, give you bonuses, and promise you the world in another video. They are profiting off of you, and they do not want you to leave. Attrition is very expensive, but when your usefulness comes to an end and your billing rates down, they would not hesitate to lay you off. Just look at any recession with mass layoffs. Who's the loyal one now? You are not in a marriage. Loyalty in good times and in bad does not apply. Companies are only loyal to you when times are good and they are making a ton of money off of you for their investors. And with that, if you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. Even sometimes I need motivation to keep going and continue to create better content. As always, life hack tip of the day: focus on yourself, know your worth, and find someone who will pay for you. Stay tuned for my next video about my first real estate investment deal. I will try to release at least one video every 2 weeks. AI out. Peace.